I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me.
Whenever the name Mike Tyson was mentioned, the mind immediately flashed to the carnage that often resulted from his fights as he climbed the heavyweight boxing ranks and ultimately reigned as the undisputed top man in the division.
Tubbs is hurt badly.
My shots are so accurate and so precise. I just can't help it who you are. You have to go down.
His knockouts were violent.
Left hook. Good night.
They were frightening.
Right uppercut to the body by Tyson. Again, a double right.
And, to a boxing fan, they were thrilling.
And there was a left hand.
Despite his small stature at 5 feet 10 tall, the relentless aggression, lightning speed and raw power of the young Tyson saw him smash through numerous opponents to undisputed become world champion.
He fights everybody like they stole something from him.
Hell yeah. That's a fighter.
Iron Mike's record of becoming the youngest champion in boxing history, at just 20 years old in 1986, still stands today.
I was coming to destroy and win the heavyweight championship of the world, which I done.
The baddest man on the planet will climb back through the ropes at the AT&T Stadium in Dallas, where he'll encounter a guy in Jake Paul, the Cleveland-born YouTuber turned boxer.
Age doesn't matter. Age is just a number. He's a killer. He's a warrior. He's been doing this his whole entire life.
Tyson, who turns 58 years in June, will be competing in a professional fight for the first time in 19 years since 2005 when he takes on Jake.
We did enough talking, I'm ready to fight.
Ranking Tyson's most chilling knockouts, his most lethal displays of handiwork, is quite a lot of fun, and Boxing Extra take a look back at 13 of Mike Tyson's most devastating knockout wins.
And 10 seconds to go in a round. There's a left hand. He's down again.
I was seeing his face and I saw the fear and I knew it was going to be a first round knockout.
In his first year as a pro in 1985, Mike Tyson had knocked out all 15 of his opponents, 11 in the first round.
Trouble in both the first and 10th rounds, and now he's in trouble here.
The undefeated Mike Tyson had built his record up to 24-0, including 9 wins in 1986 alone.
Tyson takes 2 steps forward. Let's go with a couple of lefts. Now a right, a left. He's got him down.
The spotlight falls most directly on 20-year-old Mike Tyson, whose public appeal grows every time he fights.
With Tyson now ranked at number 2 on the WBC heavyweight rankings, his next opponent became Marvis Frazier, son of former heavyweight champion Joe Frazier.
My father's my father. I can't change that. You know, I love him. He loves me. So that just makes it even better, you know. There's a lot of daddies in the world today, but there's very few fathers.
Frazier, however, came into his fight with Tyson as an overwhelming underdog, leading some to criticize his father, manager, and trainer Joe for overmatching him.
It is not a matter of if Mike Tyson knocks out Marvis Frazier, but it's just a matter of when. Uppercut, and Marvis is hurt.
Frazier is down.
The fight would last only 30 seconds, becoming the quickest victory of Tyson's professional career.
It did not last 20 seconds.
I was confident. I came out, I knew the fight. I felt it deep in my heart I was going to stop him in the first round.
In 2003, it was announced that Mike Tyson would fight 2000's most exciting fighter to watch, Clifford Etienne.
You ever fought anyone as tough as Mike Tyson before?
Nah, I doubt it.
But Tyson was still a huge name. He was still a megastar. And Iron Mike could still whack like nobody's business.
Francis. Tough body shot. Francis is down.
This easily the biggest fight of Etienne's career.
That I don't care what they think or what they say or what they do. I'm doing my thing because I love myself.
Tyson's going. He's in danger. Oh, there it is. Right hand to the head, and Etienne's down.
The fight was stopped in the very first round when Iron Mike landed a right hand that knocked Etienne out.
It's over, and he's helped up by Tyson.
Trying to get to the side and look for the opening, and I see it.
Here it is.
Boom, straight.
4 months after the Henry Tillman massacre, Tyson returned for another tune-up against fringe contender Alex Stewart.
This is what I've dreamt about, being in a major fight where the opponent is just as good.
The convention hall in Atlantic City, New Jersey, was buzzing with excitement.
I'm even bigger now and I got more money now from losing a fight than I did when I was champion. They pay me more now.
Tyson lands a right and another. That was a flush right hand.
Tyson had Stewart down 3 times, and it was all over after 2 minutes and 27 seconds of the very first round.
Knockdown rule is in effect. This fight is over.
I knew he was a dangerous fighter once he got warmed up. And my objective, I was in great shape. He was to go in there and put the pressure on him for 10 rounds. I knew I had to break him eventually.
Tyson's 6th defense as undisputed king was against a talented boxer named Carl Williams.
Does Carl Williams have any realistic chance against Mike Tyson?
Well, as the saying goes, slim and none, and in this case, I'm not even sure Slim came to town.
Prior to his fight with Tyson, Williams had won his previous 5 fights, including a victory over former champion Trevor Berbick, which got him back into contention.
This is sort of reunion here. Any unnecessary punches, illegal punches.
Tyson exploded a superb left hook flush on Williams' suspect jaw. Though Williams was able to get back on his feet and was seemingly ready to continue the fight, referee Randy Newman controversially stopped the fight and awarded Tyson the victory by technical knockout.
The hardest part is getting in there, and I never threw the punch. And so we're practicing, like, slip, so you're in there, instantaneously, bing, throw the punch.
Officially, it was the 5th fastest knockout in the history of the heavyweight championship. This was Tyson's first fight as the unified WBC, WBA, and IBF heavyweight champion of the world, and the last heavyweight title fight to be scheduled for 15 rounds.
Tyra Biggs possessed the tools, the physical tools, to be effective against a fighter like Mike Tyson.
Tyson was guaranteed $2.25 million, plus a percentage, while Biggs' purse was $1.25 million.
And the right hand does the most damage.
There was a big right hand. And a left hook.
Tyson prolonged the beating, softening up Biggs with crunching body shots.
And a combination by Tyson. A left and that was a tremendous left hand.
Biggs even got up from the long-awaited first knockdown via an explosive left hook in the 7th, but Tyson's follow-up assault left him slumped in his own corner, and the referee waved it off.
What broke him down? Was it just the
Constantly
pressure?
body punches. Actually, he was crying in there, making woman gestures like, I can't find it, but I knew that he was breaking down soon.
After being banned from the sport for nearly a year and a half, Mike made his return by taking on former IBF heavyweight champion Frans Botha on January 16, 1999.
So many of Tyson's opponents have lost before the first bell, frozen by terror and intimidation.
You take into the ring a lot of rage.
Who cares? We're in a fight anyway. What does it matter?
In between profanity-laced rants, Tyson and new trainer Tommy Brooks had promised anyone who would listen that the Mike Tyson of old would rise from the ashes of the bite.
I just had a little deja vu called Bone Crusher Smith dancing. This one was more Botha than Tyson. If I read the rule book, you'll find that you just jabbed in and through.
Through the fight's first 4 rounds, Botha both outboxed and outpointed the rusty Tyson.
There's an hole still, he recovers.
To Tyson as Botha tries to get this.
Botha was having another good round in round 5, but with 12 seconds remaining, Tyson was able to land a short right hand that dropped Botha to the canvas.
Down goes Botha. Can he make it? It's over. It's over. Mike Tyson has returned.
One right hand.
But it's cool. He was a good fighter. He was just holding me, and I was lucky enough to get a shot to knock him out.
One of the boxers who earned respect from Mike Tyson was Tony Tubbs, a Cincinnati fighter on the American Olympic team in 1980.
Of all the contenders out there, that he had the best chance to extend the fight with the champion.
I know
right now that I am one of the best heavyweights in the world.
The Japanese promoters had offered Tubbs an additional $50,000 had he weighed less than 235, and Tubbs himself claimed he would come into the fight at 230 pounds. However, it was revealed at the final weigh-in that he in fact weighed 238 pounds.
I feel good about my weight, and I feel good to what at 28, 30, I'm strong and I'm fast.
Tyson and Tubbs competed for the WBA, WBC, and IBF titles in Tokyo on March 21, 1988.
Well, here with Tubbs, the uppercut, I ain't punched twice.
Despite his size, Tubbs has surprising hand speed.
You need to break that rhythm with a jab. The body shot, then the uppercut.
Frazier, as have so many of his opponents.
With a minute left in the second round, Tyson lands a huge left.
I couldn't tell whether or not that punch hurt.
Tubbs is hurt. Tubbs is hurt badly. It was a left hook.
And it's over. And so I started hitting to the body and bringing it up in the middle. And then as soon as he brought his hand down, I saw his eyes and I aimed right for his eyes.
After a 16-month hiatus from the sport, Frank Bruno chose to jump in at the deep end when he returned on February 25, 1989 by challenging a then undefeated and imperious Mike Tyson for his WBC, WBA, and IBF World Heavyweight titles.
And I was confident before all this happened, and I think this is a big time to beat a Mike Tyson Harry.
The Londoner was a warm, beloved public figure. Tyson was viewed as dangerous and divisive.
My mission is to go and destroy and not to let anything get involved.
The much-hyped American, the youngest heavyweight champion in history, against a loved but unfancied Briton bidding to be the first man to bring the world heavyweight title back to his homeland in a century.
Bruno showing that he's not afraid, hanging on. Bruno's already tagged with the right hand. And there goes Bruno for the first time in the fight.
Tyson had Bruno on the deck almost before the timekeeper had put down his hammer to start the first round.
Looks a little wobbly already. Right hand misses Frank Bruno. It'll be interesting to see if he's like a wild man in round two. And it looks like he's... Tyson. Bruno is caught by a right hand and a left hook. That light, ooh, another right hand gets through. Uppercut comes that time.
Tyson would continue to dominate the fight into round 5.
This place seats about 8,000 or 9,000 here at the Hilton Hotel. Bruno was caught that time, and Tyson knows it.
The fight would finally end with less than 10 seconds to go in the round as Tyson was able to get Bruno up against the ropes and hit him with 2 right uppercuts and a left hook.
A fighter cannot be saved by the bell as the big right hand lands. Tyson knows he's got him in big trouble. If he doesn't answer it, Richard Steele has moved in and has stopped the fight.
And I'm just convinced, you know what I mean, these fellas, how dare them challenge me with their somewhat primitive skills. They're just as good as dead.
On September 2nd, 1995, Bruno finally became world champion by outpointing WBC champion Oliver McCall over 12 rounds. The contract he signed to get McCall meant he had to face Mike Tyson in his first defense.
I promise you, I will not let you down. I come in with the belt and I'm leaving with my belt.
Tyson entered the fight as a 5-1 favorite with $30 million purse, and Bruno's was $6 million.
I must beat him. I have to beat him. I have no other choice but to beat him.
I think Bruno has a real chance too. I think he has 2. Slim and none. And Slim's out of town.
Control of the belt. He'll be very anxious. Comes in, he's going to hold it. He's not going to let Mike do it.
Mike Tyson was the aggressor for the entire fight.
Tyson's people wanted to bob and roll, be less of a target.
It was a nice effort.
And anytime, oh, here comes Tyson. Tyson with a comeback.
I guarantee you.
Oh, a left hook by Mike Tyson, flush on the face of Frank Bruno.
Tyson continuously attacked Bruno with right overhand punches, forcing Bruno to grapple with Tyson several times in order to weather the storm.
He said he's not looking for the Tyson who fought McGillian Mathis. Here's a combination uppercut by Tyson. Tyson laying it on, pouring it on. Down goes Bruno. Tyson is champion again.
I'll fight anybody Don King put in front of me, and I still have more to do and have more improvement to do. I wouldn't lose my bet.
Well,
Mike Tyson decimated Berbick in 2 rounds and followed it with a forgettable but still significant decision win over James Bonecrusher Smith in March 1987 to add the WBA belt to his mantle.
Which brings us to Pinklon Thomas, once regarded as the best of the heavyweights, once regarded by Tyson's handlers as the last heavyweight they were ready for Tyson to meet.
Tyson don't belong in the same category as a Pinklon Thomas.
Thomas, 3-0 with 3 stoppages since the loss to Berbick, had an opportunity to regain the title.
Unload that jab. And one of those punches is going to land. Well, I stated earlier, the key to this punch breaks the rhythm. The jab breaks the rhythm.
It didn't take long for Tyson to rock Thomas with a solid right-left combination in round 1, forcing him to take the Bonecrusher tactic of grabbing onto Tyson.
I'm expecting to see a lot of guys tie up Mike Tyson. His jab, Pinklon Thomas. Kevin Rooney told us that Tyson's jab is better. He needs to pick his pace up a little bit, like he did just then. They started to confuse Mike Tyson a little bit, right? He scored with that.
Finally, in the 6th, smelling blood, Tyson lands his unbelievable combination.
Do it your way. There was a big uppercut by Tyson. And a left hand behind it. Thomas in trouble again. And now Tyson moves in for the kill. Thomas trying to hold on. Serious trouble. And down he goes.
He's a great fighter. And I feel I'm the best fighter in the world because I beat the best fighter in the world. Everybody gave him the regard.
There was a new challenge. Larry Holmes, who was champion for 7.5 years.
In an event billed as heavyweight history, 38-year-old Holmes was tempted out of retirement by a $3 million offer from Don King to face the ferocious Tyson.
I'm going down in history, not Mike Tyson. He go down in history as a SOB.
Muhammad Ali was invited to the bout to watch at ringside, parading in front of the crowd before the first bell to lap up the adulation before turning stony-faced and whispering something in Tyson's ear. Despite his brazen claims, Holmes had difficulty keeping up with the younger, faster and stronger Tyson. In the 4th round, Holmes was floored by Tyson 2 times before a final right hook sealed the deal, giving Mike Tyson his 33rd win.
Kevin Rooney was telling me to get close enough so I could land the right hand, and I saw it open and I did. I knew once I got him hurt, he was finished.
In 1988, boxing fans were spoilt with the fight, billed once and for all, between champions Mike Tyson and Michael Spinks.
Now we'll see who's the champion and who's the chump.
Both men were undefeated and each had a claim to being the legitimate heavyweight champion.
Anytime I walk the streets, people come up to me and say, when are you going to fight Spinks? When are you going to fight Spinks? And it became very annoying all the time.
It was at the time the richest fight in boxing history, grossing some $70 million, of which Tyson earned $20 and Spinks $13.5 million. Despite months of heavy buildup with 2 undefeated heavyweight champions going up against one another, the fight did not last long, with Tyson knocking out Spinks within 91 seconds.
Michael Spinks has to keep moving because every shot...
Uppercut landed inside and Spinks went down. It was the left uppercut.
Spinks has ever been down in a professional fight.
And he's down again and in serious trouble. A right hand right on the chin.
He's not going to make it. It's all over. Did you have any premonition that it would end this fast?
My trainer told me before I left, I bet both of our purses that you knock him out in the first round. A right hand on top of the head, but he took it well. And then I hit him with a short left hook. Remember the short left hook? It was the left uppercut that you told me to throw. That's right.
Entering the Berbick fight, Tyson was 27-0. 25 ended by knockout and was quickly becoming the type of phenomenon not seen in the heavyweight ranks since Muhammad Ali finally hung up his gloves.
Christopher Berbick is the champion and nobody's talking about him.
The hype and sense of expectation surrounding Tyson was reaching fever pitch.
Is whether a 20-year-old heavyweight can really take that responsibility.
Berbick came into the fight as WBC champion. He had beaten Pinklon Thomas in a tournament designed to unify the three major heavyweight titles. But despite being the man in possession of the gold, he was a 7-1 underdog against Tyson.
We really don't know about Mike Tyson. He's never even fought a top heavyweight yet.
That's a big right hand, real tight.
When the bell sounded for their match to begin, Tyson attacked Berbick relentlessly.
By Tyson, and a right behind it, and Berbick is rocked. Berbick just trying to get through.
When the second round began, the violence continued, with Tyson knocking Berbick to the ground immediately.
Well, again, you notice that my man's being patient. Tyson's being firm. Oh, another big right hand, and Berbick. That was a right to the body and an uppercut to the head, and Berbick is down.
Tyson knocked Berbick down a second time shortly after, and the referee stopped the fight at 2:35 after Berbick struggled to get back on his feet.
It's over. That's all, and we have a new era in boxing.
I was coming to destroy and win the heavyweight championship of the world, which I done.
The winner by a TKO, and youngest and new WBC heavyweight champion of the world, Mike Tyson.